Hey guys, in this video I'll be talking about Toma and Diona, their weapons, their teams, their pros and cons. Let's talk about Diona first. She is an amazing healer who scales from her max HP. On top of that, she is also a shield character and she gives HP shield. Just like Diona, Toma also gives HP shield, and he's a sub DPS who scales from his max HP. But what is HP shield? So let's talk about HP shields first. Let's learn that from my level 25 Lisa with about 10,000 HP and 250 defense. What do you think is gonna happen? Yeah, she died from this rock and she took over 10k. So I revived her. I brought her back again, this time to die again. But she took only 3,000 damage. But why is that? Yeah, I'm confused. So I did it again. This time it was with Hu Tao. How much damage she's gonna take? Yeah, only 6,000. She has over 1,000 defense. So I put a shield on her. Is she gonna take another 3,000 damage? Or she's gonna die? No, she didn't die. She didn't took any damage. Now I was even more confused. So I took the same test with Diona. How much she's gonna take damage? She's gonna take about 7,500? Why is that? Yeah, she has 700 defense. What's gonna happen this time with a shield? Yeah, she took 300 damage. So the more defense you have on a character, the stronger their HP shield is going to be. It completely depends on the character that is on the field and how much defense they have. Now let's get back to characters. First up we have Diona. Okay, she's amazing with freeze team, with melt team, with physical team. She can also freeze and you can vaporize that. And let's not forget she has access to sacrificial bow. So if ever your shield breaks, yeah, she will just put back the other one. On top of that, she's a cryo character. So cryo resonance gives 15% crit rate increase if anything is affected by cryo or is frozen. So you know what that means. You just have extra 15% crit rate on every single character if you have double cryo on your team. Now let's talk about some good stuff. She can farm some meats. Yeah, that boy is not here, so I can just collect all my meat and run away now. So my Raiden over here is fighting this guy and taking damage. 2400, 3300. Her burst debuff the enemy, okay? So their attacks are going to be weaker when they are in effect of her circle. One thing I don't like about her is that when she's doing her hold E, she can take damage in between that if she's close to the enemy. Well, solution to that is like you do a tap E and you run away and then you do the hold E. The cooldown is extremely short, you won't even notice it. Let's not forget she's a bow character, so she can paralyze every single thing that has ruin on top of that name. Her first constellation gives 15 energy back. Is very good for co-op and she gives shield to her teammates. Next up we have Thoma. He's a pyro character, so he's generally used in vaporize or melt team, especially with the main DPS like Hu Tao, because Hu Tao cannot apply pyro. So he's gonna do that for her. Someone like Sucrose will use Verdescent and shred the resistance of the enemy, and you can do massive damage with your Hu Tao. This is one of the best ways to increase your Hu Tao's damage. If you didn't know that, now you know. You may be thinking why my Toma is only level 20? Well, because I couldn't get his constellation, I got 3 Diona, 2 Sayu, and 3 4-star weapons and only 1 Toma. Unfortunately, I reached the pity for the next 5-star. Talking about constellations, you definitely need his constellation too, because that's what makes him a little decent to be used over other characters. His normal shield is a little bit stronger than Diona's. Now here's where the things get interesting. His burst make his shield about 3 times stronger than normal one, okay? And he does pyro damage, scales of his max HP. Because he's a shield character, he cannot heal, so you will need a healer, someone like Jin or Sayu. The other bad thing about him is his cooldown that you need Constellation 2 for, but there's another major problem, that is his burst energy cost, which is super annoying, but there is a weapon in the game that solves all his problems. It's craftable, make it refinement 5, it generates so much energy, it has highest base attack, elemental mastery. You don't need any energy recharge for this weapon.